meeting of the school board in public for the purpose of conducting the school corporation's business. It is not to be considered a public community meeting. There may be time for public participation as indicated by agenda item or as directed by the president. Meeting site is fully accessible. Any person requiring further accommodation should contact the superintendent at the school corporation central office. The meeting will be electronically recorded and will be kept on file in the superintendent's office. Copy of the audio recording will also be available on the NLCS website. The website address is www.nlcs.k12.in.us. Go ahead and officially call the meeting to order. Let the record reflect that all members are here except for Mrs. Collier. Bryce, would you please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Review for approval of minutes and executive session memorandum from June 2nd, 2022. Entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Mr. Lambert makes the motion and a second. Second. Mr. Bailey seconds the motion. Questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same. Thank you. Item B, persons to address the board relative to the agenda. Moving on, personnel agenda. What's that not here?
She is not, so on her behalf, I'd just like to present the personnel agenda to the board as presented in board docs for your approval this evening.
Make a motion to approve the personnel agenda.
Mr. Bailey makes a motion in a second. Seconds the motion. Questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same. Thank you.
Mr. President, we have approval of the claims and payroll in the total amount of $4,273,873.74 as presented in board docs.
So moved.
Mr. Bennett makes the motion in a second.
Second.
Mr. Lambert seconds the motion. Questions on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same. Thank you.
Mr. President, just like the board's approval of our classified handbooks updates, one of the things we want to do with our software system in an area that we've struggled to maintain and manage for several years is all of the different days that an individual would receive, with personal days, with sick days, and many employers and many school systems in our area have went to the PTO, and our accounting software and payroll software can manage that. So we've had a team of 4 individuals reach out, and so we're recommending that the days be allocated depending on the years of service. 5 hours for every pay period. For anyone up to 1 year, then it goes up to 6.5, or 8 hours every pay period for every 10 days that are worked. So that is comparable to others in our area, but I think most importantly, we are recommending the largest increase that North Lawrence Community Schools has ever had in hourly wage to our employees. The average starting pay increase is $4.26 more an hour, and that is in relationship to 2018 data. data from 4 years ago. So the average starting pay increase will be an average of $4.26 an hour more, and the average top wage increases by $1.71, almost $2 an hour more since 2018. So those are the increases that we are recommending. That does not include the insurance benefits and health insurance and other benefits, which we know last year with our health insurance, we had seen the largest increase that North Lawrence had seen in 15 plus years. That doesn't take any of that into an account. We are hopeful. Obviously, our goal is not only to attract new personnel to North Lawrence Schools, but in an effort to also retain. The timing of this does allow all of our employees, they will be receiving their days or their dump, as a lot of times it's referred to, of days in July. And then they will start accruing with the new accrual system in July as well. So for employees that have been here, obviously when we make that transition, both things had to happen. So the nice thing is they will receive those days from this past year, a lot like they've always done in the past, but with the new accrual system where they will accrue it through the actual year, they will start accruing July 1 as well. And then we would look that they could accrue with the newest system up to 4 weeks of days, is what they could accrue. So I present that, and I think just like we have continued to do, I know it was a goal of the board, you know, when that was clearly communicated to me as a new superintendent, that we need to increase wages, that we needed to reduce the money that we were spending in operations, and we needed to increase salary and wages. And I think this is a big step, which we did a couple years ago, but this will be the biggest step that North Lawrence has ever taken by increasing the hourly wage by over $4 an hour in one sweep or at one time, while also trying to increase the top wage as well. So, questions you may have?
Entertain a motion to approve. Robert makes a motion and a second.
Second.
Ben seconds the motion. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same. Thank you.
And, Mr. President, that's all I have this evening.
To approve the extensions. I'm missing that on mine.
It's not on the agenda, I don't think.
We talked about it, and we had shared the information with you as far as our administrator extensions, but I had given that to the board, so if someone would want to, they can make that motion.
Okay.
I'd like to motion that we will extend the administrators' contracts, all the administrators, assistants, the principals, Dr. Muggle, 1 year or 2 years, depending on what position they're in. So I make that motion.
Motion second.
Second.
Mr. Bennett seconds the motion. Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the administrator contracts, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those Those opposed?
Aye.
4-2 vote to extend the administrator contracts. Item G, technical executive board. Moving on. Item 8, closing business. Upcoming meetings, there'll be an executive session 5:15 PM on Thursday, July 7th, 2022 at the LCS Administration Building. There'll be an executive session at 5:15 PM and a regular session at 6:30 PM on Thursday, July 21st, 2022 at the LCS Administration Building. I'd like to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?